Okay, I bought $10,000 worth of steaks and I will compare a $10 steak to a $1,000 steak, and I will tell you exactly which one is worth it, and of course also how you can save money at the grocery store, at the butcher. Let's go straight into it. I also bought Michael Jackson's car, so I will evaluate the steaks on top of that car. All right, let's go inside, and I want to keep it short, but I want to tell you exactly which one is the best, not only in terms of taste, but also in terms of value per money. So which one has a low price compared to the value, not only flavor-wise, but also health-wise. So let's evaluate that. And first of all, I want to open that insane fridge here and show you exactly what's going on here. I mean, this is a mess, right? So I took one of each out, and I'm gonna present it to you here on top of the car of Michael Jackson, which I bought actually in Germany, and then I brought it over here to Dubai. It's a beautiful car, but of course you came for the steaks, so let's talk. Straight off the bat, I'm gonna give you something which definitely makes it very high on the value per money wise scale in terms of health, but maybe for most people not in terms of taste. And that is organs, of course. It's liver, it's heart, and yes, even testicles. Right? I have lamb testicles here, you can see it. Crazy stuff. And sometimes I'm eating them. They actually contain bioavailable testosterone. Yes, it's exogenous. Maybe you don't want to eat 5 testicles a day, but every now and then, especially when you're planning something for the evening, it's a great thing to do. And I think it tastes amazing, buttery. It's a little bit questionable to eat it, but anyways, otherwise it's going to be thrown away. So why not just eat it? This one makes it very high up. I would say straight in the middle, tier 3, value per money, very high, taste a little bit lower, but super healthy. And the next one, another fun fact, of course, I want to go into it, and that one is scallops. It's vegan. Scallops are vegan. Yes, I know it's a living animal, but it doesn't have a central nervous system. It doesn't feel, it doesn't think. It's like a plant, but it's animal. So if you are vegan, eat scallops, ladies and gentlemen. Just another one here. And this one I would also put into tier number 3. And the last honorable mention before we going straight into the steaks is sausages. They can be the very last tier because they are extremely unhealthy, processed, fully packed with nitrates and much more salt than necessary, dextrose, maltodextrin, and these kind of things. But if you know which ones to buy, and I do know which ones to buy, and you look at the ingredient list, there's just spices and salt and natural casing, then this one clearly makes it into tier 2 or tier 3 because it's cheap. Very often cheap cuts, ground up, put into the natural casing, super tasty. You pair it with some Dijon mustard. It's completely amazing. Tier 3, it could even be higher, tier 2, honestly. It's really awesome, but it makes or breaks whether you're buying it from a reliable butcher, not putting BS inside, or whether you are actually buying from the grocery store, where most of the time it's gonna be very bad. Actually, I forgot, this is the last honorable mention. Bacon. Bacon can be definitely tier 5, like the worst one, because it can be super unhealthy, way too much sodium, especially if you're not active, especially if it's from pork and low quality, fully packed with nitrates, maltodextrin, dextrose, sugar, and all different kind of things. But what I'm doing is I'm going to the butcher, I'm telling him, take this cut it very thin, then you salt it yourself, and you basically have bacon from grass-fed, grass-finished, regeneratively raised beef for a comparably cheap price if you are cutting it from the stomach, from the chuck or so, and you actually have bacon which is super healthy. This one makes it into tier 2 because it has fat, yes, but good fat if you're buying the right one, not excess sodium. It's very healthy and super tasty if you're combining it with eggs. The next one is actually Sucuk, right? And that is a thing which just German ones know. This one is definitely the last tier if you're just going to the supermarket. I'm getting it from a reliable butcher. Just a secret tip. Tier 3 for this one. Another one, before we go into the steaks, I know more and more is coming out, but steaks are not everything, guys, and you are learning that hopefully from that video, is this one here, duck leg confit. And duck leg confit is completely amazing because the only ingredients as per tradition in France is duck leg, duck fat, and salt, and that's it. Beautiful, super tasty. It is usually sous vide, very slowly, and then you are making it on high heat, crispy in the oven or air fryer. I'm buying it already ready sous vide, so I just put it for 15 minutes into the air fryer. Really super amazing. Duck is the way better chicken. It's healthier than chicken. It's more nutritious than chicken. It also has a lot of choline. It's really an amazing poultry. Talking about chicken, we are going into the next one, because if you like chicken and you like beef, and sometimes you want to go a little bit crazy, think about ostrich meat. This one is ostrich, minced ostrich. So ostrich meat is actually red meat, but it's a poultry, right? So you are getting the chicken vibe with actual red meat flavor. So if minced chicken would be D tier, which I would definitely put it in because it just lacks flavor, and minced duck would be B tier, or even the duck leg would be B tier because it is comparably cheap and super tasty, way tastier than chicken. This one is also a B tier because it tastes like beef, but it's poultry. And now it really gets interesting. So the ribeye, it's so famous, right? I mean, this one is grass-fed, grass-finished ribeye from New Zealand. You don't have to go that fancy. This one is actually Wagyu meat. Wagyu, you know, it's a race, and this race actually puts more fat into the muscle, so you have more intramuscular fat. This one is marbling score 9, so this is literally the best you can get. It's grass-fed, grass-finished, pasture-raised, and it's super expensive, right? Value per money, I would put that tier 4 or tier 3, because you can definitely get more than the most expensive cut, which is the ribeye. Taste wise, this is tier 2 or even tier 1, right? It's super healthy. What you can do is go to your butcher and just get a simple beef, which is grass-fed, grass-finished, and get the fattier cuts. Not necessarily the ribeye, because it doesn't give you the best value per money. Better value per money is, for example, a skirt steak, which is super rare, or a rump steak, or a strip loin, right? A strip loin has a nice ratio between lean and fat, 80-20 approximately, super tasty, and honestly, many times you can't even taste the difference. You can just see it in between the ribeye. Anyways, I will put that specific ribeye, because of value per money, into tier 3. If you get the cheap one, which I'm telling you, for example, a strip loin, or a cheaper one just from your local butcher, it easily goes into 2. And then I'm not the biggest fan of tenderloin, but I got a venison tenderloin here, which is super amazing. It is more expensive, and because I'm not a fan of tenderloin, it's just way too little fat. Fat is what creates the hormones, what creates the testosterone, what gives you flavor. I'll still give it a tier 4 because it is super tasty, and because the fillet is from the ass of the cow, or in this case from the venison, it's the muscle which is moved the least. And if it's moved the least, the muscle meat also becomes very tender. This is why it's called tenderloin and why it is so tender. So now it gets really interesting. So what we are looking at here is the Wagyu Tomahawk. And yes, this one is again New Zealand, grass-fed, grass-finished, pasture-raised. I will give this one actually a tier 3, but hear me out. Value per money, it's tier 5. Taste, it's for sure tier 1. When a meat piece is on the bone, it contains much more flavor, much more connective tissue, it's healthier and it is tastier. But because you are paying for the bone also, value per money, it gets to the lowest tier. Because it's taste-wise on the highest tier, I will put it tier 3. Hate me or love me for that. And now it gets interesting. So we are getting to the absolute worst cut, in my opinion, you can buy, and that is this one. It's a porterhouse. I love the porterhouse taste-wise, but number 1, you are paying for the bone, and number 2, it's super difficult to make because you have the strip loin and the tenderloin in one cut. So it's very difficult if you want, for example, medium rare, to medium rare on both sides. You need to be a Michelin star chef or something of that sort to actually prepare that one properly. So this one goes into tier 4. Value per money wise, it's tier 4. Taste wise, it's maybe just tier 3 or something. And now, before we get into the best, number 1, healthiest and tastiest cut of meat, I want to quickly give another honorable mention for these short ribs, or also for oxtail. They will get tier 1. They are not the winner, but it's necessarily a steak, but they will be tier 1 because short ribs and oxtail have the maximum amount of connective tissue, the maximum amount of flavor you can get. You can make bone broth from it, you can slow cook it, have it super soft, eat it from the bone, and it's super cheap. Value per money, definitely the number 1 winner. Oxtail, any kind of cheap cut like the short ribs or oxtail on the bone. Super cheap, super tasty, super versatile, super healthy for you and for your body. And now drum roll, the cheapest, best and tastiest cut of them all is when you take these cheap cuts like oxtail or the cheapest cuts which no butcher actually wants, and you ground it up to ground meat. You can make burgers and call it steak. Hate me or love me for that. Taste-wise, it's definitely tier 1. Value per money-wise, it's also tier 1. It's the healthiest. It's ground up connective tissue and muscle meat. It's super soft. It's tender. You can make burgers from it. You can make bolognese from it. Ground meat is number 1. Let me know which one is your favorite. My favorite is for sure ground beef. Bye bye.